64 United Nations member states, working together towards a common goal. REDD, or Reducing Emissions from Deforestation and Forest Degradation, is a United Nations initiative that uses incentives to help foster sustainability, focusing on partnerships between developed and developing countries. Many member states also integrate REDD+ strategies. REDD+ expands on many of the major initiatives of REDD and also includes extra initiatives such as conservation, sustainable forest management, and the enhancement of forest carbon stocks. And that forms the plus in the acronym. There are also many cost benefits to implementing REDD. The global environmental community believes that reducing emissions from deforestation or providing additional sinks through the regeneration and expansion of the forest would be very inexpensive. In fact, it would probably only be $1 to $2 for an entire ton of CO2 relative to other approaches to climate change mitigation. Put simply, REDD is an initiative that is very feasible for smaller countries with capital constraints. Preventing deforestation is extremely important for the entire globe because it currently accounts for roughly 20% of greenhouse gases worldwide. That's more than the entirety of the worldwide transportation and energy sectors. In fact, the United Nations is currently developing a framework to help provide developing countries with financial compensation when successfully taking strides to meet. By providing incentives for best environmental practices, the United Nations can help more effectively promote a sustainable global future. It's clear that the goals of the REDD initiative are in the right place. However, the REDD program is not without flaws, and the initiative still has a lot of work to do in order to truly meet its goals. Though it was established nearly 8 years ago, the program still remains in an early development phase, showing a lack of implementation on its numerous calls to action. REDD also faces an issue of equality with regards to cultural and social barriers. The initiative seeks to bring developing countries into the Western market, and this could conflict with indigenous peoples' ways of life. Furthermore, the voluntary structure of the initiative could also be problematic, as it is completely funded by donors. If more and more countries seek financial compensation, will the donations be enough? The United Nations needs to secure a more stable source of funding. Ultimately, the UN should stress more accountability on REDD member countries to actively promote the initiative in order to see more tangible results towards creating a more sustainable future. Through this presentation, I hope you have learned more about the strengths, weaknesses, and overall goals of the REDD initiative. With more funding and accountability, the REDD program could definitely be a useful tool in promoting global collaboration to improve the overall state of the environment.